What is up, YouTube? Sasuke, the best one here. Yes, it is cold inside, and I know you guys are wondering, why don't you put your heat on? Bitch, it costs money. If you had the money, give it to me. Second, I'm joking, but it's cold and it costs money, a lot of money. If you turn the heat over in our place where I live, so yeah, I gotta wear a coat inside the house. Yep. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a new segment on my channel where I talk about certain situations that happen in my life. Some of them might be funny, some of them might be serious, and some of them might be under or over PG. So if you guys are little kids that watch my videos, I advise you not to watch this type of video because you're not old enough, you know what I mean. So a couple weeks ago, my stepmom asked me if I wanted to go to this African party, and I said yeah because, two reasons why I want to go. One is because of the food. African parties always have some good food, so I always go. And two, the ladies, African girls. Maybe some couple African girls be sexy, African, what I'm talking about. So, I was getting ready, wearing my swag clothes, she had to freshen up for the ladies, so I just hope to see some sexy ladies over there. So, I dressed up and my stepmom was ready. So, we were waiting for my stepmom's friend because we were going with her, so we didn't take our car, we took her car. So, me, her, and her friend went with her, and mind you, we went to a place named Smyrna. People that don't live in my state, Delaware, don't know what I'm talking about, but people that live here know what I'm talking about. So I went to Smyrna, which is an hour away from my house. It's kind of far. So we got there, and I was in my mind, I was already. Oh, I see some girls, get some numbers, Let me see how many girls I can talk to, When we got there, man, I see kids running around, making noise and shit. And I was like, seriously though? Seriously? I dressed up just for these kids to run around like idiots? Like, for real though? For real? So I got in the living room and I saw a bunch of African parents, So mind you, in our culture in Nigeria, you had to greet your elders before you can, do anything else. So I greeted them, and then I saw the food on the right, so my nose just turned that way into food. So I got some food, and then what else they have other than those African food? They had some candy, Rice Krispies, and all that good stuff. So I went there, grabbed a lot, and they're buying them shits, and people were looking at me all weird because it's like, yo, ain't he a little too old to eat that? Mind you, I'm 19 years old, and I know that candy's not really good for you, but when I see candy, I just can't help myself to get some. So I don't care what anyone think about me or say about me. I just love candy. Candy's just good. Who doesn't like candy? I don't care if it's for kids and stuff, but candy's good. You know what I mean? So while I was eating the candy, my stepmom's friend was giving me a look, like some stank look, and it looked like. So I walked away, trying to ignore her, just pretending like that never happened. And then I was just walking around the house, being bored, saying, why did I come to this party? But the food was good though. So one of the kids just grabbed my arm and asked me if I want to play with them. And in my mind, I was thinking like, bitch, I'm fucking too old to play with y'all. Do you know how old I am? Like, are you serious? Are you thinking? Of course, I really didn't say that. I just told them that maybe later, I'm too busy right now. So I came back to my seat. My stepmom and her friend were talking in their language. Mind you, I understand what they're saying. So her friend asked my stepmom, what time are we leaving? And my stepmom said, maybe an hour. Mind you, when Africans' parents said, we're staying here for an hour, they mean 5 hours. So a couple minutes passed by, and that one African dude just put an African movie on. Mind you, I don't like African movies like that because my African movies, they seem to bore me. So 2 hours passed by and the movie was still effing on. Like, I was like, when is this movie going to be over, man? Like, I want to go home. So my stepmom's friend just looked at her time and said, we have to go. It's almost 10 o'clock. We need to leave right now. I have children in the house. So my stepmom agreed and said, okay, let's just pack some food before we go. Mind you, in African parties, when you're about to leave, you take some food with you before you go. So that's how it is. So my stepmom got the food, grabbed the food. I grabbed what I want, candy, Rice Krispies and all that stuff. So mind you, when I was packing, I looked at my right, and I saw my stepmom's friend looking at me again. And I'm like, what the fuck does she want? So we packed, we got in the car on our way back home, and then I looked at the bag, and I was like, let me just take one candy, and I'll be done for the day. So I grabbed the M&M's, opened it, started eating it, and then my stepmom's friend turned around and looked at me again with that face again, man. And in my mind, I was like, the fuck you looking at? So I finished my pack of M&Ms, right? And then I saw one of the pieces of candy fell down on the floor. So I said, let me just pick this up so I can put it back in the bag so we won't have to forget it in her car. So while I was doing that, she just said, "Lekon, drop that candy this instant. You are a grown boy, you are 19 years old. Why are you still eating this candy? This candy is for children. My son Yemika, he is younger than you. All he does is drink water and eat good healthy food. But you always eat this candy and drink this soda. My daughter, Wonu, younger than Yemika, that doesn't dare touch the food before we get home. What is wrong with you? You are a grown boy. Why are you eating these yama things? What is wrong with you?" I was shocked. I didn't say anything. I was just putting my head like this because I didn't want to hear her shenanigans. Because in my mind, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? I just saw a piece of candy that fell out of the bag, so I just picked it up and tried to put it back. I already said I was already done eating it. So why are you talking? Just, please stop talking. Like, I'm not fucking playing. Just stop talking. Then my stepmom just looked at me and said, "You see? You see? When I'm talking, you would think my mouth is smelling. See, not only me. Yeah, because mom is saying the same thing. You see? You think I'm talking Jabajantis like you see, you should be paying attention and listening to her right now because I'm not the only one that be saying the same thing. I looked at my stepmom saying, "Are you serious? Like, are you serious? Like, do you know what the heck is going on? Like, no, none of y'all just know what the heck is going on. You just jumped the gun and just think that I was getting a piece of gun candy. You don't even know what the heck happened. Like, what the fuck?" So overall, got home, ate my food because I was hungry as fuck again. I get hungry very quick, fast metabolism for the fucking win. So I got my food, ate it. Pretty much that was it. I hope you enjoyed this story. I mean, I'll bring more, like I said. So give me a thumbs up. That really helps me a lot. And this is Sasquatch, the best one saying peace, and I'll see you next time.